Hello fellow Helldivers, Thornton here, out enjoying the slopes at Keystone for the season opener, but today we're going to be talking about the fact that, well, on the slopes, we might be facing multiple different factions at the same time, and if Arrowhead can actually pull it off with the technical limits of the engine. We're going to go over all of that. Without further ado, let's get into today's topic.
Fellow Helldivers, in regards to the Killzone War Bond, for those that are excited for that, Johan Pietelstedt did say they are going to actually be bringing the Killzone War Bond back again, so everyone will have a chance to get the content. There are some technical hurdles to jump through on how to reimburse players that have some of the content, so there is going to be an option that you will get reimbursed if you already own some of it. You'll be able to unlock the rest of it, so overall, very cool thing. And before we go ahead and talk about this three-faction pronged war and what it likely means, some of the information you might already be aware of that happens with YouTube, I want to go ahead and show my audience analytics real quick. 32.2% of my viewers are always new viewers that jump into the channel. That's almost half, and it's only actually growing with the Xbox player. So while some of you might be familiar with some of this information, keep in mind that we're all fellow Helldivers and that a large portion of the viewers have not seen this and they're coming here for information. So yeah, but let's talk about what the three factions in this major order likely entail. Ironsights did let us know that with the mega cities, it does appear that multiple faction attacks are going to be a thing in the future. He said multiple factions can attack a planet at once. With the addition of the mega city system, each city can be individually targeted by a different faction, making it possible for a planet to be invaded by multiple factions at once. There's, as you can see here, the Terminids, there's also the Illuminate, and of course the Automatons. And there's actually something in the subtitle files that we've covered on this channel before, where all three factions surge towards Super Earth, so that could very well be the outcome of something we see in the very near future. It's going to be really interesting to see how that all works. Something you're going to want to also know about that, though, because there's a lot of questions about, well, are they going to fight each other? Ironsight said, when asked, can multiple factions be in one level at once, he said, not at the moment, and then clarified further on Twitter, saying that Arrowhead wants to go ahead and do it, and they actually tried, but the performance hit was too much. If you played Helldivers on PC, you might have noticed some stuff was struggling FPS. That would be part of the reason why they can't implement that. That being said, there's no reason to believe that doesn't happen in the future. And to be honest, it probably is actually going to happen, because if you've been paying attention to some of the leaks and stuff that's been posted, there are some users that are showing actual gameplay of the Illuminate fighting the Automatons on certain battles. Now, this is obviously stuff using cheats and hacks and other things, but it does show that the game can actually run the Automatons and the Illuminate fighting each other on the same map, so it looks like Arrowhead has probably figured out how to get this to work, and it's something we're going to see in the very near future. You're actually seeing it on screen right now, and overall, it looks pretty cool. Another important thing, though, with all this going on is, well, we might actually be getting some help. And yes, currently we do have Steve Troopers actually on the mega cities that will go ahead and help us. However, this is going to be ones that we can call down. In the game files, the cooldown time is listed to 60 seconds, listed to 2 summons, no duration limit. It summons a transport plane to drop off 6 soldiers to the player. During the landing, the transport plane will randomly fire 3 to 12 shots. Airdrops 5 soldiers equipped with Liberator rifles and 1 soldier equipped with the MG43 machine gun for a total of 6 infantry men. After the infantry dies, their weapons will drop and their HP is equal to that of a cloak monster. I assume they're talking about a predator strain there, but yeah. After the AI unit comes down, it will wander around at a leisurely pace, attracting the enemy and then be wiped out. And we actually see the Steve actually move around and run and help us when we use our command prompt.
Warning, you are in range of enemy artillery.
Follow me! Follow me! Not today!
Warning, you are in.
According to some stuff that Dripku found in the files on the Discord, and by the way, I did talk about this yesterday on a video, but I did want to expand on it. There's some really interesting stuff here. Also, my favorite aspect right there, a new fleet of super destroyers is under construction here. I'm not sure if that's actually alluding to the Xbox players or if they're finally actually allowing for more customization for the ships. It would make a lot of sense, but yeah, moving on. However, at the very bottom of these subtitles is where I think something very interesting is shown. It's called Pandora Base, and no, this isn't like Pandora, like the blue avatar thing, although, I mean, I guess it could be, in my opinion, it's more like Pandora's box, you know, the creation of life, something like that, where it says the top secret site where augmentations to the DSS are constructed. So the DSS is going to be getting some major upgrades in the very near future, some augmentations coming with it, and it also ties into another thing we talked about not too long ago about, well, a giant bomb that we're making to go ahead and, you know, throw at the Illuminate, basically. There's an unknown signal detected, warning, broadcast detected. This actually happened right around the time that we got the last major update where the Illuminate invaded Super Earth, so this is all very exciting. Iron Sights let us see this, and it's called A Prayer into the Abyss. He didn't give us much more information, but I'll go ahead and play the clip right here. So as we can see, there is a black hole or a, you know, maybe something to do with dark matter going on right there, which is going to go ahead and lead us into, well, the Illuminate faction that likely will be getting an upgrade. So let's talk about what we can be expecting there. What he did show us was a bunch of different images on his Discord. He also put them up on his Twitter, but they were shortly taken down afterwards. And it goes ahead and shows us an Illuminate Magus Adept cultist and Zealot cultist that he was able to render out in the game files. In addition to that, there was even more. And those are the Outcast cultists, the Xenobite cultists, and the, of course, Warp Gate, which was actually leaked by developers not too long ago where they actually hosted an AMA. So we've known about the Warp Gate. Iron Sights did let us know about new cultist enemies coming to the game, saying purging cultists for liberty, and then showed us a Twitter clip. We'll go ahead and play it right here.
Let me know down below, guys, what are your thoughts on the technical limits of the engine, and do you think they can handle multiple different enemy factions fighting at the same time? Also, don't forget to check out my outdoor channel right here where I enjoyed the season opener of Keystone. Until next time, everyone, keep spreading managed democracy. I'll see you out there.